welcome again. I said it twice because sometimes the video cuts off the first second, so I said it twice. Um, yeah, we got another 45 video today. Oh, there's one without a sleeve in there. I wonder what that is. And yeah, over the last, well, I don't know how long I've been doing it. I've only done 3 videos like this. Yeah, 3. I've been exploring, well, not really exploring because I know exactly what's here, but been going through my amazing collection of 45s and basically just showing off what I got, I suppose, and seeing if anyone has any information or requests or something. I don't know what really I'm doing this for. I guess it's just fun to talk about them, I suppose, but the more I think about it, that'll probably make me not want to do it, so I'm just going to go ahead with it. The first one I did was RCA Victor. I do it by label, and I think I must put it in the title as well. I don't know, I haven't written the title yet because it hasn't been recorded. But these videos are all from 1962 to 1969. That's the time period I sort the things in. And that period I sort them by label. And this particular label is a pretty mixed bag, but the first one I did was RCA Victor. Very good stuff on there. The next couple were Pi, a British label, again with some interesting things on it. A few famous names. I suppose all labels have, well, most of them, apart from the tiny ones, most of them have their famous artists. This one is one of, in my opinion, one of the best labels for variety and just having some amazing stuff on there. I don't think I've particularly got anything super amazing, but I know there is some amazing stuff out there. It seems like a lot of stuff they put out never really sold well. I mean, a lot of it did, but there are lots and lots of, I suppose the same with every label. A lot of these labels, they put a lot of singles out. A lot of them did chart and do really well, but then again, you find these odd few that didn't chart, but they're actually amazing tracks. And I don't think I've got any of those, but so I've run out of breath there. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead with it. If you're an American or maybe Canadian, I think it's the same in Canada as well. Viewer, you might think, oh, I know, that's Columbia Records here. Well, actually, yeah, kind of, but over here they had a different name. They're called CBS Records, because Columbia was used by EMI over here. A very successful label in itself, EMI Columbia. I'm not sure what the Columbia tracks were distributed on in America. I think it probably depended on things, but a lot of the American stuff depends on the time period really, but Epic and OK and Columbia, the stuff that wasn't CBS ended up on EMI Columbia. I think there's probably a lot more to it than that, and I might be completely wrong. But yeah, that's enough of that. I mean, the video is going to be long again because I've just spent 3 minutes 48 talking before I started, but let's just start anyway. It's one of my smallest label stacks, so it shouldn't take too long. Hopefully we can do it in one part. So the top we got, oh yeah, Guy Darrell, or is it Darrell? I think it's Guy Darrell. This is not CBS, but it's on here because I believe the original issue was on CBS. This is a reissue from the 70s, I think. Santa Ponza. Very, very boring label design. The picture's interesting, but the fact is, it's just so washed out and pale that you can't really make out what it is. It's like a beach with a monument on it, I think. I'm not sure. I've Been Hurt. Yeah, it's a song. It's quite good actually. It's quite energetic. Not one of my favourite songs, but it's in here because I don't know, it's alright, I suppose. I don't know anything about Guy Darrell. I know he did a song that was quite good, and I can't remember what it was, so that's not very useful. Marty Robbins. Hang on, I'll move this way. Now I love this sleeve design. The sleeve and bright orange label combination is very, very cool. Yeah, the early ones had the catalogue AAG. I'm not sure what that meant, if it meant anything at all. The Philips catalogue numbers seem to be a bit weird. Like Philips is BF, I think, and I'm not sure where the B came from, but AAG is very bizarre. And I think this is a Philips thing by this point, made in England. But yeah, the song itself, I think, which is the A side? This is the A side, side 1. Devil Woman. I can't remember listening to that. I think I got it because it was Marty Robbins, but I'm not sure if I ever listened to it. I think I must have done. It was a long time ago. Oh, we got an EP that should not be in here. I've put my EPs in a separate place now. But we have Mrs. Robinson, and if you can see that, it looks like this record has been played on some kind of mechanical gramophone or something, because every few grooves have been like ripped out. It's a shame because I like this. I like this record. I did not realise it was an EP. I didn't think I'd find the single, but saying, oh, there's an EP with Mrs. Robinson on it, and some very nice songs as well. I like Simon and Garfunkel. I think a lot of people do. I just noticed those 3 images. The 2 outer ones are the same as the middle one, but colorized, or rather the other way around. I'm not sure. They could have found a different photo for the middle. I don't know, it seems a bit weird and lazy to do that, but maybe there was a good reason for it. On the back we got, bookends, the album. Oh, my phone is picking up their faces as humans. That's good, I suppose. Oh, what's this? This is the inverted sleeve version of the other one. As you can see, they started out a white one with orange eyes on it, and they changed it to an orange one with white eyes on it, and putting them next to each other, they kind of line up, which is interesting, if you find that interesting. Sleeve's a bit tatty, but oh look, it's the birds. Mr. Tambourine Man. I've always liked this song, I think. The label is off-centre, which is kind of annoying because it has this ugly black hole in the middle of it. The other side's fine though. I like the label. I do like the way the artist name is on the side, and what it does, it gives them a chance to use very big text on the label, and typically in this country the label text is kind of small compared to American records and stuff, but no, they made it work here. Same with Pie, they moved the artist name around so they could fit bigger text on it, and I think it really works because it looks great, very eye-catching. Good B-side on here, I Knew I'd Want You. I like both sides of this. I presume you probably know Mr. Tambourine Man, but if you don't know the B-side, it might be worth listening to because it's basically the Byrds doing another song. 1965. Yeah, again, the catalogue numbers of CBS are like notoriously weird, apparently. They seem to be anyway. They seem to like constantly change up how they do it. For example, this one is 2017 65, and that one AAG, and then when it gets later on, it just changes again. It's so weird. As you'll see, which I'll probably not point out because I'll either forget or I'm not sure what I'm talking about, so I won't say anything. But this looks like an EMI pressing because it has the slimmer slots in the middle. I mean, this is a Philips one, it's got 3 spokes in it, but if we look at the next one, it's got the like larger slots in there between the optional centre, which you can press out if you have a jukebox or you just want a bigger hole in the record. As a lot of records seem to have bigger holes because people have popped the middles out of them. But yeah, this one has the slimmer EMI style. I believe this is an EMI pressing. How very interesting. Probably because it's a big seller. I suppose it was a popular record. Next up, another sleeve? What is this? It's a darker, more vibrant orange with, on the back, we have various artists, famous people who were on CBS, separated by eyes. The Sound of Today on CBS. It says it again, like 3 times. The record in question is The Magic Lanterns, Excuse Me Baby. This is one of my favourite records of all time in my collection. It's just so good. It's kind of whimsical. I suppose it's vaudeville style. I think that's what they were going for. I really like it. It's a good fun record, and the B-side is, I think this has soul appeal, northern soul appeal apparently. I suppose it might do, but I just think it's a very good song, written by Jay Billsbury. I think he was the lead singer or a band member, but the Magic Lanterns were really good. There are a few. They came out with a few of these CBS singles, and they all seem to be really, really good. This is, I think, the first one. But unfortunately, I think even this one's not exactly like something you see every day. It's the most common out of all of them. But yeah, it's a shame because I'd like to find all of them, and it'd probably take me a lifetime. Someone has put a label on the label saying "party" and then the name of the song on both sides. I don't know why they couldn't just read the label, but maybe they just really wanted to cover up the logo on the label. I don't know. What else was I going to say about this? I don't remember. Anyway, I'll probably remember later on. Oh, look at this. A white sleeve. Mike Douglas. The Men in My Little Girl's Life. Oh, it's an Epic recording. I thought Epic was licensed to Columbia, but maybe not. Yeah, this is a kind of sickly kind of song. If it's even a song, it's more like spoken word, I suppose. Basically, it's about a dad and his daughter having relationships or something. I'm not sure, but the record itself, very, very clean, virgin label there. No markings on it. Stranger on the Shore is a vocal version of the Stranger on the Shore, the Akabilk song. Wow. I think this is kind of a scarce record, apparently. And to be honest, I can see why. I think Mike Douglas was famous. I think he was a presenter or something. But yeah, that's... he probably shouldn't have come up with that, because it's just not great. Oh, what's this? The Tremolos. And there's a EMI middle in there. A 1960s 45... I believe that is off Stateside and Tamla Motown label, because you may notice, if you look closely, you find, and I'll do a whole video about EMI, well, not just EMI, all the label designs, because I can, but yeah, there's a slight difference between the Stateside and Tamla Motown one versus the Columbia Parlophone HMV. Oh, again, we've got a different catalogue number, 3234, with no extra numbers on there. A later one, 1967. Well, it's not that much, it's only a year after this, but you can see, wow, they really changed things up. The one on the right has a texture on the label, I love it. The one on the left is just kind of boring. I think this is Oriole manufacturing. I think they took over Oriole and they made the records in their plant. But now we have... oh, they completely ruined it. Look at that. It's smooth. The font is weird. It's narrower. I prefer the older, wider one. It's got more character. Tremolos. Oh, look. Is it A-side on both sides? Wow. It is a double A-side. As You Are and Suddenly You Love Me. To be honest, I think they're okay songs, but they did better stuff. Which is my favourite? This one, Die, 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 or this one. I don't remember, to be honest, which is the better one. Probably Suddenly You Love Me. It's got more of a Tremolos energy. Okay, what's next? Oh my goodness, that's not CBS. What is this? This is CBS's, like, alternative or soul outlet, I think. You know, Decca had Duran, one of my favourite labels. This was CBS's version of it. direction or direction, whenever you put the emphasis on the I or not. Johnny Johnston the Bandwagon. They did Blame It on the Pony Express and Sweet Inspiration later on. But this is Let's Hang On, the Four Seasons song. A good song, actually. It's quite a good cover. A lot of people who've heard this, from my experience, don't seem to like it, but I kind of like it. The B-side, I don't remember listening to it. I think George McRae did a cover of it, if it is indeed the same song. Wow, someone paid £25 for What Was Even Here. That was not me. I would never pay £25 for something like this. Or anything, at that matter. Nice label, though. And I'll put that there because, while I save it to my labels video, I may as well talk about it now. Next up, we have Andy Williams. Why do I have this? I don't know. Probably because it's a nice example of that CBS label design. Although this one has that rough textured middle, but the outside is kind of smooth, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Not my favourite artist, to be honest. He's alright. He's probably a good singer, but I just don't like his kind of, like, I don't know, soppy kind of stuff. I don't know. Have he ever did anything not like that? Maybe he did. Let me know. The tremolos again. Oh, Instant Whip. Wow. It's Call Me Number One. Honestly, kind of disappointing when I got this. I was trying to find a copy of this for a long time to fill the gap in my tremolos catalogue, which I still don't have an intention of completing, to be honest. But it's kind of a disappointing song. The intro is nice, but it just goes on, and it doesn't really have anything interesting about it. It's just kind of a kind of song with no substance, I suppose. That's just my opinion anyway. An Instant Whip. I believe this is like a mad, psychedelic, amazing thing, but even in reality, I think it was also kind of disappointing. It was just some noise, I think. By the way, I probably sound like someone who's got... What is this doing in here? Probably sound like someone who's got no idea what they're talking about, and that's probably correct, but I'm just doing this because I like the music and the records. I don't really want to know the information about them, to be honest. It might be ignorance, but I know what I like. What is this doing in here? Elvis, surprise. It's RCA, it should not be in here. It's Now or Never. Oh Sole Mio. I don't like the song, to be honest. The B-side sounds interesting, though. I haven't listened to it. What is this? Another... What's this Decca doing in here? Anthony Newley, Do You Mind? When did I get this? I don't remember. That's probably because it's hiding in the CBS, so that I didn't find it. Again, I don't remember what this sounds like, but I do kind of like his stuff. Oh look, we're back with CBS again. Hopefully this video won't be so long, because I'm kind of running out of time already. Oh no, I'll have to make a part 2. What I'm going to do. Why did I keep this record? I don't know. But it's probably the only Andy Williams song I like. Unfortunately. We probably did some other stuff that's quite good, but out of the stuff I've found in person, this is the only one I like. Interesting, we have a rough middle, and then it's just the outside edge. A lot of them are like this, CBS, but this seems to be a very, very distinct example. Quite a good song, actually. I like it. And again, I'll Ask Goodbye. I don't remember that one. It's a bit of a scratched up record, but apparently it's kind of hard to find. I don't know if it didn't sell well or people just threw them away or something, but I've never found another copy of this. But obviously I didn't think it was worth putting a sleeve on, probably because it's so scratched up it wouldn't really be worth it, and I may as well put a sleeve on something like this instead. Bob Dylan. We all like Bob Dylan. 218-0181. Oh my god, I can't say today. 201-813 was in here, but instead we got 201-811, so that would have been a different record. What would it have been? Hang on, I'm going to quickly find out on my computer. Okay, very disappointing news. Literally, I have the record that would have been in here. Did I even bother putting a sleeve on it? Probably not. Oh, there it is. 201-813. Great. Andy Williams. Well, to be honest, I think I will, because look at that's in great condition actually. I will put that in here purely because it says it on the corner, because I like things to be correct. But that does not mean I like this record enough to put a sleeve on it. But at least we get, wow, look at this. This is exactly how it would have looked originally. Original sleeve, original thing. Wow. Let's put Bob in the black sleeve. Actually kind of cool to be in a black sleeve. Cool. Anyway, I love this song. Like a Rolling Stone. One of the first records I got. Gates of Eden as well. I love it. I listened to it yesterday actually, this particular record. Oh my god. Yeah, I like his stuff. He's pretty cool. I don't have much of it though. I think this is the only Bob Dylan I got in this pile from this era. Even though his stuff's not hard to find. And what else is there to say about it? I don't know. 6 minutes long. It's kind of long, isn't it? Must have kind of tight grooves, I suppose. Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't skipped on that, but cool. Anyway. Oh, look, another oldie one. Ruby Ann, I like this song, Marty Robbins. It's a nice, fun song. 62. It's another AAG 128, this one. Lovely sleeve design. CBS. Wow. I think the American Columbia was the same design. Oh, what is this? Sleeve, look at that. Oh my god. Brown CBS. Or is that slightly purple? It's kind of a browny purple, isn't it? I think it's supposed to be brown. 67 onwards, I believe this design was around. That's when they changed the font to this thinner font. The older one was slightly wider, as you can see. I think around 67 they changed it. That's probably when they changed that as well, I presume, the catalogue numbers. I don't know, maybe, don't know when that was. There's probably someone wrote it down somewhere and I haven't looked at it. The song in question, though, is very bizarre. Someone wrote John Lennon and the Beatles on the back of this sleeve for some reason. But Microbe, Groovy Baby. I believe this was something by Dave Cash. It's very interesting. It's basically a backing track with a very, very lazily written song. And some noises made by an infant spliced every now and then, including a very bad joke, which you'll have to find it by listening to the song. The B-side is the same as the A-side, I believe, but no, it's not. It's completely different. It's a different backing track, actually, but it's instead of having a baby talking at you, he cues you in as the listener to insert your own comedic, one-liners into it. But the problem is, he gives you some slack, so he repeats a musical phrase every few times, and it kind of ruins the flow. Otherwise, it would be a very nice piece of backing music, but unfortunately, because he did that, it kind of ruined it. Can you see there, in the impression of the label, we have another CBS Ghost logo in there. There's one there. I don't know if you can see it, and there's also one there. Fascinating stuff. I think that happened when the labels were printed. They had probably a stack of the paper ones and they hadn't dried yet or something. I don't know. Anyway, what's next? I might have to call this video an end, and it's my fault for talking too much. But next up we have, spoilers, it's the Tremolos. Yeah, thanks for watching. If you really want to watch the second part, you can. If you don't, by all means, just leave.